Welcome to the Dadcars second channel, and I'm about to go and drive to the Renault Avantime. Yes, I've still got it, but it's very broken, and in this video we're going to find out what's wrong with it and what the plan is going forward. But first off, will the Dadcars Veto start? Oh yes, look at that. I've not driven it since Goodwood Shedfest, and that is why it looks like this. So let's do it, shall we? My name's Ben. Welcome to Dadcars 2, V2, Mark II. I don't know what to call it. All right, welcome back to the, no, not welcome back. Welcome to the Dadcars second channel. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I've just arrived at where the Avantime is. And look, I'm going to explain everything. First, we're going to take a look at the Avantime, but you are watching this video now. I'm filming it the same day, so I'm gonna go home, edit this video. I've got a 1 hour window of time to edit this video before it goes out, but yeah, after we have a look at the Avantime, find out what's going on, I'll explain why I've started this channel, if you want to stick around for that. Right. Oh, so I've parked in a terrible place there, haven't I? Terrible place. Yeah, Stephen, let me give you that.
Lovely.
Is that, yeah, that's on. Right, so for those of you who don't know, didn't watch the converting the Maserati into a six-seater, this is Stephen King, aka the king of carbon fibre.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, and you helped me sort out and modify the interior of the Maserati so I could get my 4-cross Multimax seat in it, didn't you?
We certainly did, yeah.
And now you've been crazy enough to offer to fix the Avantime, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, and you drove the Veto to Shedfest as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that all the kids could draw all over it and everything.
And it's certainly well covered now.
Yes, it is. And you've got a lot of tat now on your driveway, haven't you?
I've got a lot of tat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go and have a look at the Avantime and get the full story. So, for those who haven't seen the previous Avantime videos, basically, look, long story short, I put it up for sale. I paid £2,400 for this car, and I put it up for sale. I had a buyer that was going to buy it for £2,500. All in, this car at the moment owes me over £4,000 because I've spent money on fixing things, but I was happy to get £2.5 grand back for it. But the day before the guy was coming to view it, it started smoking from under the bonnet, didn't it?
Yeah.
And so obviously I'm glad that happened before he bought it, because I'd felt devastated if someone bought a car from me and it immediately broke. So yeah, I then took it to a specialist, apparently a French car specialist, and they charged me like 90 quid, I think, and they told me that the turbo had gone.
Yeah.
And Stephen, do you think the turbo's gone?
No, I think something around the turbo had gone, but the turbo itself hadn't gone.
Okay.
So the easiest way to do it is to show you, really.
Okay, yeah, show us.
As we all know, French cars, they're not the best cars to work on, especially for space. So in here, behind at the very back, is where the turbo is located. I have got some other videos of this that Ben might put in, or pictures in.
I've set myself a challenge, got 1 hour to edit this video and get it out today.
Wow,
so
okay.
It might not have the normal level of overlays and quality that you guys have got used to over on the Dadcars channel.
Yeah, so essentially at the back here we've got the turbo, and there's a pipe that feeds into the top, and as it feeds into the top there's a seal, and the seal had completely perished. It's made of rubber, and when you think about anything like this with oil, high temperature, a plastic seal is no good. It's going to expire, it's going to fall to pieces in no time, so it's a miracle it lasted that long. Again, this is just wear and tear, almost consumables for an engine. So we've swapped that out, and because they don't make this little bit anymore, you either have to buy a turbo, which is probably hence why the specialist said you need a new turbo. But I've managed to make a new seal, custom make, so it's all fixed and it's not leaking. However, we do have one issue left to solve. This is a slight exhaust leak, and the nightmare is it comes from the wastegate. As it goes in, there is a rod that comes in, and like with lots of BMWs and other cars, you get a rattle, and this allows exhaust gases to leave out. So we're going to have to find a fix for this, which might involve stripping the turbo down. It might involve trying to find another turbo to raise seals. At this point, we don't know, but we will find out.
I got so lucky with this when I first bought it because I was driving it around for 6 months doing massive like long runs in it and everything, and it was wonderful. And I was like, oh, what's everyone going on about? You know, old French car that's made in low numbers and you can't get any parts for and everyone's terrified of. But yeah, it turns out that maybe I got a bit lucky for that 6 months. And I think like with cars like this, I think this is just the reality of the beast, isn't it? I think it's always gonna be like this, isn't it? Okay, so it's sawn at the moment. It's currently sawn. So the plan is we're gonna fix it. How confident are you that you're gonna be able to do this?
100%. Same with any car it's always fixable. It's just time finding the parts. Luckily, this exact engine is shared pretty much everything with the Renault Megane 26, which has got the 225 engine in. So most of the things, bar the injectors, which are slightly uprated, a couple other things, we can more or less swap over.
Yeah.
So there's even potential that if it ever came to the point and someone were to buy this car, you could almost turn it into a Renault Megane 225, but with the house of an Avantime. The
thing is, right, I would love to do something like that, but the fact is, and this is one of the reasons why I'm filming this video and put it on a separate channel, is because people don't watch the Avantime videos.
No. The
first video everybody watched, and then after that, most people are like, wow. I think my theory is that not many dads out there are thinking, oh, I could buy an Avantime and use that as a dad car. That's my theory. I think, you know, like most of the videos I do are obviously, you know, cars of a certain age that you could actually picture yourself buying and using as a dad car, something exciting. But I think this is just a bit old, and as we're seeing now, it's not really like a reliable, dependable sort of family car that you could use. Like, it's an enthusiast car, isn't it?
Yes,
Definitely.
You need almost a Renault enthusiast and a lover who, you know, collects Renaults, that will spend the time and the love for what it is, and that's what it needs, I think.
So the plan with the Avantime is, I just haven't got the heart to let a car that came to me working and was great and I really enjoyed it and, you know, put thousands of miles on it. I can't bear the idea of that car then sort of, you know, getting broken and then me just selling it for spares and repairs. So Stephen is going to get this working, and then it will be up for sale. So on the off chance anybody is watching this and would like a working running Avantime, it's upsetting to see it like this, isn't it? Because I'm sure so many end up this way, right?
Yeah.
They just end up like, oh, something breaks. But the cool thing is that all the window mechanisms, the glass roof, everything like that all works. The paintwork is very tatty, but we'll get it working, we'll get it MOT'd. If anybody knows of someone who might be interested, if you want to share this video on some Avantime's forums and things like that as well, I'm sure this is a story that lots of Avantime enthusiasts can relate to.
20 years time, this will be one of the cars you see up for auction, like your Mark IV Golf will be, your 182s, your old Clios.
I think the Avantime is a bucket list car for a certain type of crazy car enthusiast. But the thing is I'm obviously doing my £3,000 family estate challenge over on the main channel, and I can't really do it until I sold this and got rid of it, because you've solved a huge problem for me actually just having it here.
Yes.
Because if it was just on the road outside my house, all my neighbours would be getting annoyed at me. They're getting annoyed enough at me about the Veto being out on the road as well. But yeah, basically once this is running, once it's fixed, once it's sold, I would then be buying a £3,000 family estate. Oh, and Stephen, you are going to be a dad soon, aren't you?
I certainly am, yeah.
Yeah, excited about that?
Yep, certainly so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's coming early now as well, so end of August.
Yeah.
And I'll have a little boy.
You've got a little boy coming, yeah, it's exciting.
Coming, yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, in a few years' time, you'll have a little person to help you do these sorts of things as well, right?
Yep, certainly so.
Yeah.
Hopefully a couple of projects on the side as well.
Right, let's go and have a look at the Veto, because look, this is the opposite to the Avantime, yeah? So the Avantime's given me like all sorts of issues. The Veto, I've had this for, I can't remember, so many years now, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Just because I've not driven this since Shedfest.
No.
And then it just fired up straight away. And I mean, look, obviously everyone knows the problem with the Veto is the rust. But mechanically, it's just an absolute like unit, you know, just keeps going. It's a tank. But the only reason I haven't sold it is because it just keeps working, and because I'm not going to sell it for less than £1,000. I'll just wait until it dies, but it refuses to die. So yeah, honestly, I absolutely love the Veto. And funnily enough, actually, this week, the Veto video, the original one I did, is the second most viewed video on my channel.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got like 280,000 views or something, but this week for some reason it just started getting views again, like 1,000 views a day. It just picked up again suddenly. So that video has earned me, I checked actually this week, that video has earned me on YouTube. It's my first and only video that's ever earned me just over £1,000.
Wow.
So technically that video is worth, like, put more money in my account than what this is actually worth now.
With that, you could have bought that car.
Yes. Yeah.
It's incredible.
So occasionally it works well with YouTube, but then the reality is most other times, like, you don't get a lot of money. You know, you'll get like 50 quid for a video. You know, that's the unfortunate nature. But you love a 3 Series, don't you?
I certainly do. I've had 7 or 8 3 Series now.
Yeah.
Of varying E46, E36, E90, E91, E92, E93.
And is it a similar story? Like they just constantly break, and is it because you're buying at the bottom of the market though?
It all depends. I mean, this one here, the timing chain snapped on it.
But when you become a dad and you've got your baby and you've got your other half in the car, and then one of these breaks down on you, are you then going to rush out and get a crossover on a PCP deal?
Definitely not.
Yeah, good.
No.
Yeah. Well, you've got a t-shirt on, haven't you?
I certainly do, yeah.
Yeah. Say no to crossovers t-shirt. Thank you for persevering with the Avantime. I really appreciate it. I honestly, when I made the decision I was going to sell it, mentally it was like, I'm done with it now. And then it's ever since then, that's when it's just been giving me problems. It's almost like it's angry at me that I've, you know, fallen out of love with it, decided that no, look, it needs to go on now.
Yeah.
But up until then, it was amazing. Yeah.
And the good thing is, at least we're doing it now. So hopefully for the next owner, they should have another 3, 4, 5, 6 years of stress-free motoring.
3, 4, 5, 6 months, I reckon. It's like that.
Well,
don't hold me to that. That's like I would say, but yeah, it was like the first 6 months of me having it. It was amazing. I was telling everybody, I was like, these are amazing. I don't know what you're on about. Because everyone was saying to me, you're crazy for buying that, because when it breaks, you won't be able to fix it. But it'd be good to see it just running again, fresh MOT, and yeah, just on to the next owner. So I don't know, if someone wants to make me an offer, then my email address is below.
Or if someone has an estate car for £3,000 or sub £3,000 and wants to trade, maybe they'd be open.
Money your way as well. Yeah, I would do that, definitely. Right, I'm going to get back in the Veto and head home. But thank you so much, Stephen. I really appreciate it. Stephen is literally the nicest guy ever. Anybody who went to Petrol Hedonism Underground at Wembley or Goodwood Shedfest this year, you probably met him because he was helping out in the section. If you did, comment below. But why have I started a second channel? Why are you watching a video, a rubbish video, let's be honest, right now, instead of, you know, a normal video over on the main Dadcars channel? Well, it's been nearly 3 years, and every single weekend I've had a video come out. I've not missed a weekend, but yeah, it just, basically this week I have been flat out filming, doing loads of film. I've got very, very exciting videos that are coming, but I just couldn't rush the edit out. I got back late from filming yesterday, and I could have stayed up until 3 o'clock last night editing it, and then editing it all day today and rushed to get it out. But I just need that video to be right, because here's the fact, right? When you are a full-time YouTuber, this is your job, and this is what pays your mortgage, is what puts food on the table for you and your family. The amount of views that you get on a video are really important. Not just like, you know, if you don't get many views, you don't get much money from YouTube. It's more than that, because it's sponsors that you rely on to actually earn a living as a small YouTuber. You know, I still consider myself a small full-time YouTuber, definitely am. And so basically you can't afford to have, you know, like frequent-ish enough videos that don't get many views. So that's why I just don't want to rush and edit out, and because then I'd be kicking myself if that video tanked and didn't get many views, because, you know, I rushed it. So I've been meaning to do a second channel for ages, because also there are videos that I'd like to film, but I just think, look, there's, other than, you know, like a few thousand of my subscribers, I don't think there's going to be like a wider market for people who want to see this video. So I end up not filming it. And that's a bit of a shame. And it's nice, right? So I'm putting this video out. I know it's not very good. I apologize. I know this isn't a very good video. And thank you so much if you're still watching. And please remember to subscribe to this second channel as well. But this is lovely, right? So I'm putting this out and there's zero pressure. Zero pressure. Like if this video gets like 100 views, it doesn't matter. But on my main channel, yeah, if a video goes out and it gets like 10,000 views, like that's not good from a sponsor's perspective. You know, like really, you know, they need to be getting like 20 plus 30, 40, 50,000 views. Like that's the sort of views that I need. So, you know, there's a lot more pressure on me now on the main channel. So having a second channel will just be a place where occasionally I can drop another video on here, which I think, you know, the core subscribers will want to see. And also I'll be able to make some videos sometimes, which I know most people won't be that interested in, but you know, like 5,000 of my core subscribers, I know that they would really love it. But at the moment I can't make that video because I can't risk having a 5,000 view video on the main channel. But now I've got this channel, I'll be able to make those videos as well. So, you know, just like little event videos and behind the scenes stuff and all that sort of thing. So yeah, look, if you're still watching, you are proper Dadcars. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's you guys. It is that core subscriber base which a channel lives and dies on. Because if you've literally just got a faddy channel that just gets loads and loads of views, but people, you know, they're not sort of, you know, they're not committed to that channel, or they don't really enjoy the journey of it, like their views can quickly dry up. Whereas it is you guys watching right now, you know, my core, however many thousand, well, we'll find out how many it is. Honestly, that baseline is everything. And each time you click on one of my videos on the main channel, that helps push it to somebody else, helps push it to a new audience. And it might push it to, you know, another dad who then becomes somebody who likes watching videos each and every week. So look, thank you so much. People who are watching right now, I love you so much. I really do. And yeah, subscribe to this channel and I'll see you back on the main channel next week. And it's going to be a fantastic video. I've had a Renault 5 this week on press loan.